If your dog could talk, would they say they love you? Or that they don't trust you? Most owners have no idea that their dog might be showing clear signs that they don't like the way they're being treated. But on the other hand, there are dogs that love their owners so much, they actually see them as a mother. Yes, a mother. And today you're going to discover the 15 signs that show your dog loves you deeply, and also the 12 signs that may indicate your dog doesn't like you. Knowing this gives you the chance to change things as soon as possible. If you love your dog, this video is simply a must-watch. Let's begin with the signs that your dog sees you as their mom. Number 1. You have a four-legged shadow. Having a little four-legged shadow following you around the house is one of the most common signs that your dog has become attached to you. Dogs tend to stay close to pack members they trust. If your dog follows you to the bathroom, bedroom, and kitchen, it indicates that you and your dog have established a strong bond. This shows how much your pet enjoys being in your presence. Your dog considers you a valuable pack member and wants to be as close to you as possible. However, if your canine friend insists on keeping a distance from you, there is a good chance that he feels uncomfortable in your presence, and you might need to investigate the reason. Number 2. They watch the environment for you. When you are out walking with your dog and notice that he runs ahead to observe the area, it is because he wants to make sure the environment is safe for both of you. Your dog will stand still, with ears alert, watching the surroundings before running back to you, indicating that the area is safe to proceed. Your canine friend has just done a check to keep you safe. This happens because you are important to him. This shows that your dog has become attached to you and wants to protect you at all costs. Number 3. They obey your commands more easily than those of others in the house. A well-trained dog responds to commands from various people, but if he is attached to you, he will listen to you more easily. High receptiveness is a positive sign that your dog has bonded deeply with you because he is trying to please you. It is important to remember that training a dog is not only about the dog itself, but also about the bond shared between the dog and the human. If a dog does not trust his human, he is less likely to respond well to training. Number 4. They lean on you in new environments. If your dog approaches you and leans on your body or nestles by your side, he is showing affection. For many dogs, leaning is like a full hug. In some cases, dogs approach you and lean on you when they are in an unfamiliar environment. This means they are nervous and seek security by leaning on you. Similarly, your dog might sit on your feet as a way of seeking protection when in an unfamiliar environment. They trust you to protect them because they feel safe by your side. In other words, your dog considers you a trustworthy and protective figure in his life. Number 5. They mimic your behavior and mood. Recent studies have shown that when humans cry, their dogs also feel distress. Dogs that have a deep emotional bond with their owners often reflect their emotions and overall mood. If you're having a tough day, it is common to find your canine companion approaching you and snuggling or trying to cuddle with you. This is their way of showing empathy and comfort. In some cases, dogs can even feel sadness when their humans are going through a period of depression. Number 6. They mess with your things. You have probably noticed that your dog carries your clothes or shoes around the house. Dogs have a highly developed sense of smell and associate your scent with comfort, security, and a sense of closeness to you. When they pick up your objects or sleep on your things like clothes, pillows, or blankets, it is their way of seeking comfort and being close to you. With this behavior, they demonstrate their strong attachment to you and their desire to be near you. It is their way of expressing their love. Number 7. They frequently look at you, especially in new environments. If your dog checks on you during a walk, upon leaving a room, or in a new environment, it is a sign that he loves you and wants to ensure you are around. You might also notice that they randomly show up to check on you and then go back to their activities, like sleeping. This behavior demonstrates their deep attachment. It is a sign that they have become attached to you. Number 8. They sleep with you. In the wild, wolves and dogs naturally sleep curled up with trusted pack members to protect themselves from predators. Therefore, if your dog wants to sleep with you, It means he sees you as a trustworthy pack member and does not want to be separated from the group. It is a sign of trust, love, and security. All these signs indicate that your dog has become attached to you and considers you part of the family. After all, your dog could choose to snuggle and sleep anywhere, but he chooses to be with you. Number 9. They groom you. When it comes to signs of attachment, grooming is one of the most significant, especially if you are the only one who receives this honor compared to others. Grooming behaviors such as licking a human's hand or face indicate that your dog considers you a close companion. They lick you to keep you clean and show that they care about your well-being. In other words, your dog considers you part of the family and the favorite. Number 10. Eye contact. Dogs cannot verbally communicate with humans, so they use various nonverbal forms of communication. One of the ways dogs show their love is by looking directly into your eyes. According to research published in the Journal of Science, dogs develop strong emotional bonds with humans by looking into our eyes. This nonverbal form of communication increases the levels of a social hormone called oxytocin in both dogs and their humans. Dogs also look into your eyes to demonstrate devotion and anticipate your next moves, to be by your side when you act. Therefore, when your dog looks lovingly into your eyes, it is a sign that he is deeply attached to you. A quick question. Are you enjoying the video? If so, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to the video so you will know whenever I post a new video. Number 11. They are euphoric when you return. If your puppy's excitement is uncontrollable when you come home, it is a clear sign that he is attached to you. This excitement and love are a genuine reaction to seeing you, and it is a behavior that reflects a deep attachment. Interestingly, research has shown that the relationship between dogs and their humans is very similar to the bond between small children and their parents, and that dogs see their human friends as a source of comfort and security. That is why they get super excited when you come home. After all, they have been waiting for you all day. Number 12. They prefer your company. If your dog consistently shows a preference for your company over others, it can be a sign of attachment. They might ignore or show less interest in other family members, focusing their attention primarily on you. Attached dogs feel comfortable, safe, and happy in your presence, which leads them to prioritize your company above all else. Number 13. Herding behavior. If your dog tries to prevent family members from straying away, he might be exhibiting herding behavior. Herding is a way of showing affection for the pack. For example, if a family member steps off the sidewalk, your dog will herd the stray member back onto the sidewalk and to safety. This herding behavior is often seen in breeds originally developed for cattle control, such as the German Shepherd. Number 14. They allow you to pet their head. Many dogs do not like being petted on the top of their head, as they interpret it as a threat, especially if you are towering over them. It is much better to crouch down to their level and scratch them under the chin or at the base of their tail. Therefore, if your dog allows you to pet the top of their head, enjoys the process, and closes their eyes, you are special to them. Number 15. You receive more gifts. Unfortunately, your dog cannot buy flowers for you at a store. Instead, they make do with what they have. If your dog truly loves you, he will bring you his favorite toy. This is their way of sharing their things with you and showing that they care. You might not be interested in your dog's old tennis ball, but his willingness to share it with you is a sign of true affection. This happens because most dogs are possessive about their things, with some even growling or attacking simply because you try to take something they consider special. When your dog offers something to share, like a toy or a bone, he is signaling that he trusts you. Now that you've seen the 15 signs that your dog loves you, it's time to look at the other side. There are clear signs that the relationship between you and your dog isn't going well, and many owners simply don't notice them. Paying attention to this is essential to truly understand how your dog feels. Let's now go through the 12 signs that your dog might be unhappy with your relationship in a countdown. Number 12. They don't wag their tail when they see you. You can learn a lot about your pet's feelings by closely observing their tail. If you approach your dog and they start wagging their tail in a positive manner, it means your furry friend is content and happy to see you. A lowered tail, on the other hand, is an unmistakable indicator that the dog is nervous or scared. It's important to note that not every wagging tail signifies friendship. Wide and fast wags suggest that the dog is happy, especially when the dog's rear end is also moving along with their body. On the other hand, a tail wagging slowly and reluctantly usually indicates that the dog is unsure about the situation. Pay attention to the subtle movements of your dog's tail to understand how they're feeling. Number 11. They don't want affection after eating. Dogs are pack animals that crave companionship. If your dog enjoys playing or lying down with you, that's a good thing. It means they see you as part of the pack and find your company and attention enjoyable. Even more so, if your dog seeks affection after eating, that's a sign they love you. Post-meal affection shows a strong bond of love between the owner and the dog because it demonstrates that your dog doesn't see you merely as a food provider. On the other hand, if your dog is actively ignoring you, that's generally a sign they're not happy, and you might need to figure out why. However, remember that dogs often try to hide discomfort. Dogs who begin acting differently with their favorite humans might be trying to conceal a health issue or injury. A sudden behavior change like this may warrant a visit to the vet. Number 10. They don't make eye contact with you. Animal behavior specialists believe that a dog's ability to look a human in the eyes in a non-aggressive way was one of the first steps in canine domestication. Somehow, they learned that humans like eye contact, and by gazing into a person's eyes, they build a meaningful relationship. When your dog is willing to look lovingly into your eyes, it's a sign that they trust and understand you. On the flip side, if a dog isn't your biggest fan, they will avoid your gaze and move away. This is because most of the time dogs prefer fleeing over fighting. By looking away from you, your dog is trying to keep the peace and avoid confrontation. Number 9. They don't seem to want to sleep in your room. Wolves and wild dogs deliberately sleep in small, confined areas with trusted pack members to protect themselves from predators. Our dogs see us as part of the pack and feel they can rely on us for protection in case of danger. So, if your dog doesn't want to sleep in the same room as you, there may be a trust issue. Number 8. They ignore your commands. Some people think that training a dog depends only on the animal, but in reality, it involves the bond shared between both sides of the leash. If a dog doesn't trust the owner, they will be less likely to respond well to training. In fact, many people who adopt newly rescued dogs struggle with training because of a lack of trust. Many rescue dogs have seen the worst of humanity through abuse, punishment, and abandonment, and trusting their new families isn't something that comes naturally. While training from the start is important, it may take a few months for a rescued dog to realize their new family is permanent. Additionally, research published in the journal Developmental Science shows that dogs ignore information they consider unnecessary. So, if your pet is suddenly ignoring your commands, it's a sign that they're unhappy with you. Number 7. They wag their tail to the left when they're near you. It may be hard to notice, but a dog wagging its tail to the left is a sign that they are wary of another dog or person they don't trust. Recent studies suggest that a tail wagging to the left indicates negative feelings, such as fear or stress. Dogs may display this behavior when they're in the presence of a dominant dog or an unfamiliar person. On the other hand, a tail wagging to the right indicates positive feelings or that the dog is relaxed. Often, dogs show this behavior when they love their owner. Number 6. They disappear whenever you're around. If your furry friend insists on keeping their distance from you, there's a good chance they're trying to avoid you on purpose. Dogs, most of the time, prefer walking away rather than behaving destructively. So, if your dog disappears every time you enter the room, it's a clear sign they feel threatened or upset and want to keep their distance. But remember, hiding can also be a sign of illness, so if your pet is frequently vanishing around the house, it's time to call the vet. Number 5. They don't relax when you're nearby. Sleeping puts a dog in a very vulnerable position. A happy dog will nap, relax, and even expose their belly. Normally, dogs worry about safety and won't expose their vulnerable parts when they're unsure about their surroundings. So, if your dog doesn't lower their guard when you're around, it might be that they feel uncomfortable in your presence. In this sense, remember that if your dog sleeps on their side or belly up, it's an indication that they have no worries, are relaxed, and feel comfortable in the environment without any doubts about it. Number 4. They refuse your treats. Your dog isn't foolish. Most animals will show that they are uncomfortable with a particular person by feeling fear, sadness, or refusing a treat. If you've ever noticed your furry friend isn't interested in the treats you offer after going to the vet, that's likely the reason. Number 3. They don't bring you gifts. One of the cutest things dogs do when they trust you is give toys, bones, or random objects as a gift. You might not be interested in your dog's ragged tennis ball, but the fact that they are willing to share it with you is a sign of true affection. This is because most dogs are possessive of their belongings. They trust you enough that they'd let you take a bite of their bone, knowing that you'll share or return the object. If your dog isn't willing to share their toys with you, it might be a sign that they don't trust you enough yet. Number 2. They prefer spending time with someone else. You come home and find your beloved dog snuggling with a family member on the couch, but when you try to join in the fun, the dog runs off. You might also start noticing that your furry friend is following other members of the house, but they don't look at you. If your dog turns to others for affection and interaction but consistently ignores you, that's a clear sign the problem isn't them, it's you. Number 1. They don't like being touched. Petting a dog soothes them, shows that you love them, reduces stress, and improves the bond between owner and animal. While there may be times when your dog simply isn't interested in being petted, if they regularly shy away from being touched, it's a sign of a problem. I want to remind you that the goal of this video is not to make you feel sad, but rather to help you better understand your dog. And if they display some of these behaviors, it's an opportunity to win them over. And now, tell me in the comments which of the signs I shared in this video your dog shows you. And answer me this. Does your dog place their paw on you? Do you know the surprising reason behind it? In the video right here on the screen, I talk about why your furry friend puts their little paw on your lap. I bet you're going to love this video. Click on the screen and keep exploring the amazing world of dogs with me.